Hey Taurus, what's going on? It's your girl D with Hidden Truth Tarot, bringing you your forecast for June 15th through June 30th. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing swell. Just want to first of all thank you for your support for the last video here, which was from June 1st through June 15th. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I love you for the support you've given me. Thank you to those who subscribed. If you've not subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. What it'll do is it'll allow you to get updates as to when I post, so that you're able to check out the videos when they're fresh off the press. But if you feel that this video resonates with you, a friend, a family member, a colleague, whomever, feel free to share the video with them as well. Please like the video. And if you want to leave a comment because it resonates, please leave a comment. Again, I do appreciate all your support, but please subscribe to the channel. Also, want to let you know the music that's playing in the background, I'll have the link below, but it's called Chill Study Beats 2. Instrumental and jazz hip hop music for 2016. So this is music that just helps me zone out and mellow out. Some people meditate and zone out to different types of music, but music is universal. We all can relate to it. So this is what helps me to tune out and zone in on the energies, so that I could deliver the information that the divine wants me to give to you. So also, this is a video for anybody who has Taurus and their ascending, their moon, their sun, their Venus, their Mars, their Mercury. Anybody who has placements for Taurus and you can relate to this video right now, this is going to be for you. So I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling so that we could get into the reading for you. You guys had a great turnout. May 15th through the 30th was my first set of videos, and you guys have had the second highest turnout for videos for June 1 through June 15th. So I do want to again thank you for the love. I appreciate you. It means a lot to me that you tuned in and checked out the messages, and I appreciate all the comments in reference to this resonating with you. It's just a blessing for me to see that the messages that I'm giving are messages that people are actually resonating with and that they can relate to. So, it's a humbling experience for me to be able to share my gift with you. And thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. All right. I'm going to get another shuffle in here. Maybe one more after this. Taurus. I hope you guys enjoyed your birthday. Guys, we cleared out of your birthday season not too long ago, so I hope you guys, got a nice kickoff to spring and summer there. Well, let's see what we got for you here. So this is going to be, we're going to do two spreads. We're going to do two 5-card spreads. So this one, we're going to do the past, the present, the future, the reason, and the potential, okay? And then the overall energy for this reading is going to be the wheel, all right? So when we look at the wheel, excuse me, pardon me for my, I just having problems with the allergies and the pollen in the area, in the air, in the area and in the air. But yeah, it's really annoying for me. I had an asthma attack back on Monday. This pollen and it's still here, so I'm still, clearing myself out a little bit. So please forgive me if you hear me clearing my throat. Not trying to have the scratchiness going on. But the wheel represents good fortune, a good turning point, good luck. All right, so this is a positive vibe to start off this reading. So let's see what's going on with you guys. All right. So for your past, we have the Hanged Man. All right. So when we look at the Hanged Man and we talk about the past, we're talking about the fact that you could have been in a situation where you were trying to make a decision about something. You were basically weighing your pros and cons, deciding what it is that you wanted to do, going within, trying to confirm, every perspective that you could think of before you make an informed decision about something. And, you guys are infamous for taking your time to make a decision and looking at everything that's involved. So that's definitely all. Excuse me. That's definitely what you're. Ooh, let me put that there. That's what you're experiencing here. All right. So for your present, you have the Ten of Pentacles. All right, Taurus. That's what's up. All right. Now with the Ten of Pentacles, we're looking at a situation where things are looking good financially. You could be in a situation where you're trying to, set your financial legacy up. Whether it's through business, whether it's through your family setting up some type of financial legacy to last. You're individually trying to set this up, but you're about your coin, and this represents Taurus, Scorpio. I'm sorry, Taurus, Scorpio. It represents Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So this is definitely you. All right. And then we have the future. Now, the future represents the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Now, when we're looking at the Two of Pentacles, we're looking at maybe balance, duality, partnership. And we're looking at Pentacles. So Pentacles represents Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now, with the Two of Pentacles here, you may be looking at a situation where you might be overwhelmed. Which is why you probably were in the position in the past in the hangman status, because you're trying to weigh out the options. All right, so you're trying to look at everything and decide what's the best route. You could be, if this is a love situation, it's hard for you to commit. If this is you, maybe you were juggling some things in the past, and you might have felt overwhelmed with all of the things that you had to try to balance out. There might just been a whole lot going on for you. Okay. All right. So that's your future. Excuse me. That's your future. All right. So the reason why this is going on here is the Knight of Swords in reverse. Now, the Knight of Swords in reverse is not such a good card, because this is somebody who, with the Knight of Swords, they're like a fast talking person. Somebody who's trying to get over on someone, somebody who may be, deliberately being mean or doing things that, are purposely intentful in trying to hurt someone. Now, I'm not sure why anybody would be wanting to do this to anybody, but the Knight of Swords represents Gemini energy. All right. Actually, it's Taurus Gemini energy. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, could be dealing with another Taurus. But that is what we're getting for the reason. Now, the potential, okay, that is the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords represents Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And with the Page of Swords, we're looking at a situation where somebody is somewhat curious. They might be spying on someone, maybe looking at someone's page, Facebook page, maybe stalking. Riding around somebody. I won't say stalking is riding around being an investigator. Somebody could be being investigated. Somebody could be investigating someone, trying to figure out what they're up to, what they're doing, why they're doing it. Because maybe you're trying to make a decision about something which was here in the past. You were trying to make a decision. All right. So let's see if we can clarify a little bit and see what it is that you are trying to make a decision about, or that you were contemplating. All right. So, but the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. The overall energy is the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever you're doing, you're going about it in a good way. All right. So we're going to clarify the Hangman. All right. So with the Hangman, we're talking about situations where, you're going within, you're using your wisdom, you're trying to make a decision, and you're looking at all of the information that you have so that you can make a informed decision. So let's clarify that and see what it is that you're trying to make a decision about. Trying to make a decision about love, the Ace of Cups. Okay, so with the Ace of Cups, this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This could be various things in reference to love. This could be a baby on the way, a new relationship. Maybe you're considering proposal or getting married. So you're thinking about a love situation here. So let's clarify a little bit further so you can find out more about this love situation, Taurus. All right, Taurus. Who's got you? Who's got you contemplating marriage and love? We got the Eight of Swords in reverse. Now, Swords represents Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So when we're looking at the Eight of Swords, we're looking at a situation where perhaps This is Gemini energy specifically. So perhaps you are in a situation where you're trying to decide, or you were trying to decide what you wanted to do. And that's why you were in the hangman mode, because we're clarifying that with the Ace of Cups, because it's about love. You're trying to decide what you want to do in reference to love. All right? So with the Eight of Swords, swords is all in your head. It's all in, your thoughts. You trying to, it's like you're having a hard time with it, or you had a hard time with it. Maybe you are considering dropping someone. Maybe I call this, when it's in the upright, you take the wool off your eyes. You take off those rose-colored glasses. So with this in reverse, perhaps you were in the hangman mode about this love situation, and maybe you did take the wool off your eyes, and maybe now you can see clearly what's going on here. All right. So now with the present situation, of course, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which was a positive thing. All right. So with the Ten of Pentacles, we're looking at a situation where you are trying to figure out if you want to invest in this situation. All right. And let's clarify so we can see what's going on. All right. Ten of Pentacles. What are we clarifying that with? The Fool in reverse. All right. So with the Fool in reverse, we're looking at a situation. The Fool is the Aries card. That's Mars. Aries is planet is ruled by Mars. All right. And so with Mars, sometimes you have spontaneous energy, but it looks like you're not that type of person. You're taking your time with this. You're not going to jump into anything quick and fast. That's not Taurus anyway. We all know Taurus, they look at everything. They take their time. They analyze what's going on. And they are not going to budge because they're a fixed energy. Once they decide what it is that they want, it's a go. It's a sure thing. It's a bet. But if you have not decided, and you're still weighing the pros and cons of things, then you're not going to make a decision and you're not going to make a move. And that's basically how it works with Taurus. So with this Fool energy in reverse, you're trying not to be careless about the decision. You're trying to make sure that you're not, ill prepared, and that you are not coming up short in any way, shape, or fashion. So let's clarify that further here. Yeah, we clarify that with the Six of Swords energy. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So with the Six of Swords energy, we're looking at a situation where this is upright. Okay. So with the Six of Swords energy, we're looking at a situation where you are actually considering walking away from a situation. You're considering your pros and your cons. As far as if you want to invest in this situation, you're not going to do, it looks like you're not going to invest. All right. You're not going to do a new beginning. You're going to walk away from that. Now, we don't know if this is from somebody that you were dealing with in the past or if this is a new love. It's not really clear yet, but we're going to find out. All right. So for the future, you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a situation where you maybe you had to choose between two lovers. All right. And you are deciding that you no longer want to juggle. You no longer want to go between two people. You're trying to make a decision as to who you want to go with. Now, the Aries, Leo, Sag energy, you could be dealing with, as far as you deciding not to start over, it could be with a Gemini. The Fool is Aries. The Fool is Aries. So it could be an Aries that you're dealing with that you're not going to start over with. And then you have the Six of Swords. All right. And with the Six of Swords, we could be looking at somebody who you don't want to start over with. So if you're not trying to start over with this person, then who is the other person? We need to find out. All right, and with the Two of Pentacles, let's see what that clarifies as far as juggling. Okay, yeah, so we have the Nine of, let me put that up further. Okay, here. So we have the Nine of Cups, okay? And that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, all right, energy. Now with the Nine of Cups, you could be looking at a situation where you are, and this is in reverse too. So with Nine of Cups in reverse, we're looking at somebody who is looking for quick results. So you could be in a situation where you want to hurry up and make a decision. But you don't want to really rush it, but you don't want to base it off of greed. You don't want to base it off because you're lazy, or you don't want to take the time to figure things out. You don't want to come at it in that manner. So let's clarify that a little bit further here. And we got that clarified by the Page of Swords in reverse. Now, Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And with the Page of Swords in reverse, we're looking at a situation where you have somebody who may be giving some bad news. Okay? Maybe delivering some bad news. May not be something that you really want to deal with or something that you want to hear. So when we talk about, let's see. So you're no longer juggling. You don't really want to be greedy anymore. You really want to just chill out with one person, right? And then you don't really want to be the bearer of bad news. Is what I'm getting with this. You know, it's going to be painful for you to make this decision. That's what I'm getting from this. Now, with the Knight of Swords in reverse, for the reason why you want to do this, you know, the Knight of Swords in reverse we talked about was somebody who basically was being cruel, okay? And let's clarify that and see what's going on with that. So we have the Four of Cups. That's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, all right? And then when we talk about the Four of Cups, we're talking about a situation that is related to Cancer in particular. So you could be dealing with the Cancer, but with the Four of Cups, you're looking at a situation where, you know, you're feeling unfulfilled with the situation at hand. Okay, so the person who is being pretty cruel and crappy, or maybe it's you who's being cruel and crappy, and it doesn't fulfill you anymore. You really want to sit down and make a decision and decide who it is you want to be with. Maybe you're feeling because you're juggling more than one person, or were juggling more than one person, that you were being cruel, you know? Or maybe one of your people who you were juggling was saying, okay, this is cruel, you need to do something and make a decision. All right, so let's clarify the Four of Cups a little bit further here. And yeah, we have the Tower in reverse. This is Scorpio energy, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. Now with the Tower, okay, yeah, so you're basically gonna end this situation, or you've already ended it with the Tower. All right, so this is something that you just don't want to deal with anymore. You've decided that you want to just it's a disaster for you. You know, you might have been a little nervous about the change. This could also represent the fact that you're kind of uncertain about the change, but you just feel like you need to change it. You know, it has to happen. And so you know that if you don't do it, it's going to happen. And it looks like it already, you know, things are already starting to happen, which is why you're trying to make a decision as to what you're going to do here, Taurus. And then we have the potential of the situation, which is the Page of Swords. So this is you investigating, trying to find out information so that you could decide how you want to proceed next. So let's clarify that. And we got that clarified with the Empress in reverse. Now, with the Empress in reverse, we're looking at a situation where you may not have the information you need, which is why you're snooping around anyway, which hence is the Page of Swords. So you're trying to get more information. You don't feel secure in the decision because you don't have enough information. So let's clarify that even further and see what's going on here. Yeah, we got that clarified by the Eight of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Now with the Eight of Cups, it looks like right now what you're trying to do is you're trying to figure out how you can make this decision, if this is going to be the best decision for you. You know, you may have walked away from this person in the past. You may have learned some things from the past. You may want to return to someone that you left behind. So that could be what's going on with you. So you're contemplating returning to someone from the past, all right? And you're not really sure if that's what you want to do. Now, I know in the last video from June 1st through the 15th, you guys wanted to have a second chance with someone, all right? So it looks like you still may be in the position where you're contemplating that, and you still haven't really made a decision yet, Taurus. All right. Well, I know that you didn't want to start with someone. You walked away from someone, but you're not sure if you want to go back. You're considering going back to this person. All right. So we're gonna shuffle and we're going to do another spread. So it looks like you guys haven't made a decision yet, or a decision was made. Maybe the person you were dealing with decided that they didn't want you to come back, or they didn't want to deal with you. Maybe that's why you were deciding on if you wanted to reapproach, or maybe you walked away from the person and now you decided that you want to come back, and so you're just investigating the scene, to try to find out if this is something that you can, trying to get a sense of the temperature, so to speak, to see if this is something that you could get back into. All right, but it's one or the other. So for some of you, you are the one who walked away. For others, someone walked away from you and they may be trying to come back. So it just depends, take it how it resonates. If it doesn't resonate at all, then that's fine as well. But those are the scenarios that were going on in that spread. So give me another second. Shuffle these up. And we're going to do another spread here and see if we can get a little bit of clarity on this situation. We'll shuffle those in a sec. All right, so with this spread, we're going to look at the situation itself, the challenge in the situation, the guidance in the situation, the focus of the situation, and then the outcome. All right, so with this spread, we have the High Priestess in reverse. All right. So when we have the High Priestess in reverse, we're looking at somebody whose insight might be a little cloudy. With the last spread, we had you in hangman mode because you were still trying to make a decision. We had you doing a little investigating, spying, trying to find out some information. And with this spread, this is just another variation of it. You still haven't decided what you want to do. Your intuition, it might be blocked. You may not be following it because it's blocked. But your judgment is still clouded in this situation. So that's the overall energy for this spread here. All right. So the situation of we have the Star card in reverse. And when we have the Star card in reverse, this can deal with somebody who may be being ignored. When it comes to love, they could be being ignored. This is somebody who could be looking at things in an arrogant manner. Somebody who might be a little bit depressed about what's going on. They may not be seeing the situation for what it is, or they may not accept what's going on with the situation. Okay, so this represents the situation card. The challenge is the King of Swords, and I'm sorry, the Star card represents Aquarius energy, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius. And the High Priestess represents the overall energy that represents Pisces energy. Okay. Now, the challenge in the situation is the King of Swords. So this is Aquarius energy, strong Aquarius energy. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius. But when you have the King of, the King of Swords in reverse, you're looking at somebody who's a con man, somebody who's a con artist. So either Taurus, the person you're dealing with, or the person you were dealing with was a con man, a con artist. They weren't being truthful. They were, taking you for granted. They could have been somebody who was just, maybe bribery, any type of thing just to get over on the situation. So I'm not sure if that's your energy or the person you were dealing with, but that could very well explain why you're in the High Priestess in reverse energy. Your judgment may be clouded in reference to these experiences you had, or you might be doing these things because your vision is clouded. Now, as far as the guidance, we have the Devil card. The Devil card represents Capricorn energy. And this is anything that has to do with greed, envy, materialism, obsession, sexual lust. So with this situation here, somebody is devil energy. And it's not really good when it comes up in a love reading. You know what I mean? So we definitely know this is a love reading because of the fact that the focus is the Two of Cups. And then in the last spread, we had the Ace of Cups where you were in hangman mode trying to make a decision about love. You were dealing with more than one person and you were trying to make a decision. Okay, so here we have the Two of Cups. This is Gemini energy. So again, Gemini energy coming up. You could possibly be dealing with a Gemini. All right, but with the Two of Cups, we know that this is, a romantic situation, a romantic partnership, love. Okay, so this was this activity that's going on between you and someone that you loved. All right, and then we have the outcome. The outcome is the Chariot. So it looks as though with the Chariot, you may very well just decide to move on from this situation. But what we're going to do is we're going to clarify and find out for sure to see what's going on. So, you may very well make a change, because Chariot is about making change and taking action and moving forward with that change and taking action. So we're going to clarify these cards and get into it and find out what's going on. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is clarify the situation. So the situation is the Star card in reverse, and that is Aquarius energy. And we talked about with the Star card in reverse that this has to do with maybe somebody being ignored. Somebody may be upset and depressed about the situation. When it's in the upright, the Star card, it usually represents that, you've been suffering and the universe is like, look, change is coming. Just stay focused. In the reverse, you could still be suffering, but it may be the suffering is still continuing. You're not seeing what's going on, which is, again, the overall energy of the reading, which is the High Priestess in reverse. All right, so we clarify the Star card in reverse with the Six of Cups in reverse, okay? So Six of Cups energy represents Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, and this is specifically Scorpio. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio here. So with the Star card in reverse, maybe you feel that you're being ignored by a Scorpio, okay? Also with the Six of Cups in reverse, you could be living in the past about this situation, reminiscing on this situation, which is why you might be a little depressed about it, okay? And let's clarify the Six of Cups a little bit further and see what's going on here. All right, and we have the Queen of Cups. So yeah, the Queen of Cups, this definitely represents, this is Cancer energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, with the Queen of Cups, and definitely Cancer. Now you could be in a situation where you're dealing with an actual Cancer, okay, and you could be reminiscing about this Cancer, wanting to reconnect with this Cancer. You may be upset that things didn't work out with you in this Cancer, so that could be what's going on here. And this was a person you felt was, someone loving, someone supportive, someone who brought you good vibes. You really enjoyed being with this person, okay? And then we're going to clarify the challenge in the situation. Now, again, the challenge was the King of Swords. This is Aquarius energy, okay? And that's in the reverse. The King of Swords in reverse represents somebody who is just a mean person, they just might be in the situation to get what they want to get out of the situation. They could be very manipulative, abusive verbally, just a con man, you know what I mean, playing around with different people. So you could have been dealing with that Pisces may have been somebody who was dealing with different people, and you found out about it, which is why you were depressed and reminiscing about the situation and why your vision might be clouded. All right, and we clarify the King of Swords in reverse with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Now, Pentacles represents your energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, and with the Five of Pentacles, this is actually Taurus energy. So this is you. All right. So was this you who was being cruel? Who was being, somebody who was corrupt to the Scorpio or the Pisces that you might have been dealing with? And maybe you're reminiscing on that, and let's see what's going on with that. Let's clarify that, because that's the Five of Cups in reverse. So maybe that's who you are contemplating going back to. And maybe, what if they did something to you, maybe you're willing to forgive them, or you're hoping that they forgive you when you go back, hopes of a return to this person, or that this person returns to you. And then we have that clarified with the Empress in the upright position, okay? So when the Empress is in the upright position, this is somebody who is in control of their situation. So maybe the person that you were dealing with, and this is Taurus energy, so maybe you took control of the situation. Maybe you stopped this behavior, or maybe the person that you were dealing with put an end to it and cut it short if you were behaving this way with them. Okay, so that could very well be the case. Now let's talk about the guidance, because we have the devil energy for the guidance, and we know that the devil energy here is anything that's kind of obsessive. Could be codependency, could be someone just being a jerk, and we clarified that that might have been going on here with this King of Swords in reverse, which is why somebody left. and now there might be some regret here, either you on your partner side. So let's clarify that. So we clarify the devil card with the Four of Wands. So that's Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. So somebody wants a foundation. All right. So if we got the devil card here, which is the guidance. So this means that, okay, in order for you to, get the foundation that you want, the sturdiness in the foundation that you want, then there's going to be some things that you're going to have to do. You don't want to argue with this person anymore. You want to have a loving home. This could be with the Capricorn that you were dealing with. Four of Wands energy also could, what does Four of Wands represent? I can't think off the top of my head. I think Four of Wands could represent Aries in particular. So you could be dealing with an Aries. But let's clarify the Four of Wands here. So we have the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay? And that's Five of Cups represents Scorpio energy. So again, the Scorpio. So you have the Five of Cups in, is that five? Yeah, Five of Cups in reverse. Now with the Five of Cups in reverse, we're talking about, moving on. Hoping to maybe go back to the Scorpio. So this is with the star card was clarifying earlier too, with the Six of Cups. That was a Scorpio. And then we had the Queen of Cups, which could be Scorpio as well. So maybe you are considering going back to this Scorpio, or you want to return to the Scorpio. Okay. And then we have for the focus, which is love, the Two of Cups. Okay. That's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy as well. All right. And I'm going to clarify that and see what we can find out with that. All right, so we're clarifying the Two of Cups. That's Cancer energy. We're clarifying this with the King of Cups in reverse. All right, so King of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Now, when the King of Cups is in reverse, this is a person who could have been abused emotionally or being abusive emotionally. Somebody who is kind of manipulative when it comes to affairs of the heart. They may come under the guise of love, but in reality, they could be somebody who is just trying to take advantage of you. They could be somebody who's verbally or emotionally abusive. It could even get to extreme as physically abusive. This could be somebody who's dealing with addictions. So this is basically what's going on in the love situation here. Somebody is not being treated fairly. All right. And let's clarify that and see what we can find about that. So yeah, we have the Three of Wands. Okay, Wands is Gemini. No, I'm sorry, it is not. Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. All right. Now with the Three of Wands, we're looking at Aries in particular. All right. So the Three of Wands is in reverse. So we know that threes represent,